Now, I'm not the biggest Captain Marvel fan. I read a few of the comics, I read a couple of Miss Marvel, and obviously when it got turned into from Carol Danvers, but with the film, I was severely disappointed. One, because the film was actually very poor, and two, because Brie Larson literally just went out of her way to destroy the audience that actually wanted a good comic book movie. Well, obviously now she has said that she wants to take over the entire Marvel catalogue of films, and she wants to become the Tony Stark of the new phases and for the next decade. Well, fingers crossed that doesn't happen, because a lot of people don't actually like her anymore, and people want Tom Holland's Spider-Man to be the face of Marvel for the next 10 years, which I think a lot of people can get behind. So what we're going to take a look at today is Captain Marvel 2 and the supposed rumours of what it's going to be. So this coming from Bounding into Comics. New rumour provides details on Captain Marvel 2 villains and Spider-Man's role in the film. A new rumour sheds some light on who Brie Larson's Captain Marvel will face off against in Captain Marvel 2, as well as Spider-Man's role in the film. The rumour comes from scooper Mikey Sutton and his Geekosity Facebook group, and was first featured on the Cosmic Wonder YouTube channel, which we have that one by there. Sutton writes, "It's no coincidence that the Skrulls appear in both the Captain Marvel and Spider-Man film. According to my sources, all three are set to form Captain Marvel 2. He then adds, "It was on September 2019 that I scooped on Lords of the Long Box that Captain Marvel 2 would feature Varank as the main villain, in a loose adaptation of Secret Invasion." First of all, they are literally saying, right, people aren't going to go and see this because Brie Larson has upset so many people. We need to make this an adaptation or a loose adaptation of one of the good storylines where we got a lot of superheroes in it. That's what they're doing. Basically, they're going to try and make it a Civil War light. In that scoop, Sutton claimed that Varank will not be utilising Spider-Woman's ID. Comic fans know that Varank took on Spider-Woman's identity during Secret Invasion, and it had actually some quite good horror elements during it as well. But if they're not going to be doing that, then it's going to be absolutely rubbish. Instead, Sutton speculated that Varank would take on the role of Captain Marvel. It's quite possible that she could pose Carol Danvers herself or another female superhero. Development is still early. Now we have that there. In the most recent scoop, Sutton continued, the plans for Captain Marvel 2 are evolving, with Secret Invasion remaining its nucleus. After the roots of Secret Invasion are planted on Disney+, Captain Marvel will be battling more than just one Skrull in her sequel. Sutton then reveals that Carol Danvers won't just be taking on Varank, but she'll also face off against the Super Skrull, but not the one you might recognise from the comics, who takes on the powers of the Fantastic Four. This Super Skrull will allegedly have the powers of Spider-Man. See, they are literally now, right, we need something here which is going to draw people in, because people don't want to go and see Brie Larson. They just don't. And it's kind of sad because I absolutely loved Brie Larson in Scott Pilgrim and also Free Fire. Free Fire is one of the funniest action films I've seen in a long, long time. And I was like, you know what, Brie Larson, yes. When she was announced as Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, I was like, you know what, I'm happy with that. Even though I did wish Katie Sackhoff got the role. But obviously Brie Larson, Oscar winner, so they chose her. And then she decided to go out and say, I don't care what a white man has to tell me about A Wrinkle in Time. Then she decided to go on a little rant worldwide and say about men this, men that. She doesn't like white people, and it's just like, oh my god. Just get on with your life. You are an actress. You are not a politician. No one cares what you think about your politics. That goes for every actor out there. If you're not in politics, then you know what? People don't care about it. They like you because of the entertainment you do, not because of what your political agenda is. But again, no, this is 2020 and we're seeing a lot of political agendas now being forced into comics, TV shows, films, and certain things which, even though they were there before, but now they are literally just being shoveled down people's throats. And people don't want that. They want good entertainment just to take their mind off of things. But again, no, these people, they think they have to go somewhere, they have to say something, just so people will be like, oh, yes, she is really better than the Oscar winner than what she should be. But no. So we have that one there, the Super Skrull. So Sutton explains, in fact, more than a Skrull, but a Super Skrull. It was revealed to me that this won't be the Super Skrull with the Fantastic Four powers. Rather, it's a Super Skrull with Spider-Man's abilities. So literally, he's only been in a handful of things and they're already going to take his powers off him. And thus Marvel Studios will pay homage to Marvel Team Up number 62, wherein Carol Danvers, then Miss Marvel, and Spider-Man collaborated to fight the Super Skrull. So that's basically what it's going to be. Sutton then referenced his previous scoop in September that mentioned Nova arriving in Captain Marvel 2. In that scoop, there weren't many details on what Nova's role might be in the film, while Sutton had a little bit more information this time around. He speculated. I also leaked on September 2019 that Marvel Studios wanted Nova to debut in Captain Marvel 2. This could either be a brief introductory appearance or, if the Super Skrull has taken Spider-Man's powers, provide a much-needed power boost. They're literally just trying to get people now in this film so people go and watch it. Because they know that the next lineup they got is not exactly great. Sutton also teased that the X-Men member known as Rogue could also appear in the film. As for Rogue, talks has been to have her cameo as a villain at the end, setting up the third movie with Miss Marvel appearing as well. The future of the MCU is written in the stars. And that's what they got there, and to be honest with you, I can't see it going any better. Because they know for a fact that they haven't got anyone like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans for Captain Marvel. They know for a fact now, Marvel do, that they haven't got Iron Man, Tony Stark. They haven't got Captain America, Steve Rogers. They got Thor, but they're just going to get rid of him with Thor Love and Thunder, which, to be honest with you, that should really come out after Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because supposedly Volume 3 has the Guardians and Thor together for a film, which, to be honest with you, that is the only film I am super psyched about, is Volume 3. Don't get me wrong, I think Doctor Strange and Into Multiverse of Madness is going to be exquisite and amazing, mostly because you got Sam Raimi directing it, and if he can bring some of his Evil Dead imagery into it, then it's going to be a knock your socks off amazing film. I'm looking forward to a few other ones, mostly Black Widow and Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, and that's really it. And because there's not really that much they got going into this next decade, but I can possibly see them bringing in X-Men, Fantastic Four, and fingers crossed for Deadpool, but I think Kevin Feige, he's not up for that sort of thing. Because if Blade becomes PG-13, they're not going to do an R-rated Deadpool. 100% not going to do it. But this is what we got, and it's kind of sad because, again, like I was saying at the very beginning, Captain Marvel, no one likes her. And to be honest with you, when you actually have an actress where no one likes, and when the key demographic for the movies that you want her to star in is mostly males, and she said she doesn't like them, they ain't going to go and watch them. I remember going to the theatre literally 3 days after Captain Marvel opened here in the UK, and there was like 5 of us in it. 5 of us. I tweeted about it, and I got a bunch of hate. Oh, how dare you say this? Yeah, whatever. I had to send the guy a picture of my receipt, because he was like, oh, how do I know that's that? And I'm like, wow, you people who are supporting Brie Larson and everything else and simping for them, you literally just shown how much of a douche you really are. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you wonderful people soon.